Reports coming from the forensic audit conducted on the National Frequency Management Unit indicated that the unit had been managed haphazardly, so to speak. The unit's head, Valmiki Singh, has dismissed those claims, stating that the unit operated within the confines of the law. A former employee is shedding light on some irregular practices of the unit's head, which supports some of the findings of that audit report. According to him, the unit operates without set guidelines or structures. The audit report stated that defaulters were granted leeway on their payments. This has been substantiated by former head of the inspection unit. That was Mr. Tiwari, former head of the inspection unit. He was responding to questions regarding leniency being granted to defaulters because of their associations. Tiwari noted that there were defaulters who hadn't paid for 4 to 5 years, and his unit sought to correct that. Tiwari said he soon realized that there was the bending of rules to suit the whims of persons who, by virtue of their connections, held considerable sway.
He told me that we have to record this kind of radio. I said, under whose instruction? Right? He said he get a call from Dr. Lodge to record the radio.
Tiwari detailed an incident where due protocol was breached since the man's radio was lawfully repossessed due to non-compliance. He said orders like that soon became the norm, since Mr. Singh relayed that only former head of the Presidential Secretariat, Dr. Roger Luncheon, and former President Barra Jagdeo could recommend seizure of radios. Tiwari said his objection to this saw him being made subject to vindictive actions. Nonetheless, he maintains that he continued to do his job without fear or favor, which saw him discovering that 2 high-frequency antennas were being used by Singh's father and brother, both of whom were not licensed. Tiwari claims he followed the necessary route of escalation and then recommended seizure of these radios. This did not sit well with Mr. Valmiki Singh, who had Tiwari incarcerated for 3 days, accusing him of stealing radios from a cupboard to which only Singh and the accountant had access.
I had to find the 100,000. I was never been charged. The money is still there. I never get it back.
When he returned to work, he was allegedly instructed to proceed on 9 months' leave with pay. Tiwari said after returning, he proceeded to complete that investigation which was started into the 2 high-frequency antennas owned by Valmiki Singh's family members. This saw him getting the following response from Singh upon inquiring about the case.
I went back to him and said, look, I need the file to finish the investigation. He said, you have 2 options. I wouldn't give you the file, and you either rescind, you had to cancel the memo, or you'll be fired.
Tiwari said he couldn't sit with that and tendered his resignation with immediate effect. All of our efforts to secure a comment from Mr. Singh on the issue proved futile. For HGP Nightly News, Kingsley Bryan.